Do I use indicators? When are you starting a prop firm? Sammy's chilling. Look at this view. What's going on, people? Welcome back. So today I am going to be doing a Q&A. You guys asked me some fantastic questions on my Instagram. So today we are going to uncover all of it. We got the coffee first thing here in the morning. I jumped on Top Step TV today, which was awesome. Always a pleasure jumping on with them guys. It was about 6 a.m. my time, which was about 2 p.m. US Central Time. So it's pretty cool to jump on there. No gold on the house account though. Yeah, Top Step, get gold on the house account. I want to jump on and start taking some trades with everyone. Sammy, I'm talking to a camera. Sammy's wondering why I'm just talking out on the balcony, but I'm talking to the camera. He's looking at me like this. I'm not talking to you. Let's get into it. Let's do it. So question number one, which is a good question, is do I use indicators? For my day-to-day trading is no. I don't use any indicators on TradingView. Now, moving into 2025, I am going to be getting into some longer term investments. And for that, I will be using some higher time frame moving averages such as the 50 and the 200. Very, very simply though, just to understand the overall trend. But for my intraday trading, no. I use pure price action. That's my indication of if I should be in a trade or not. For me, you guys can get good at being able to read and call a naked chart. I promise you, no indicator will beat that. And again, it just comes down to personality. You know, I have tried a lot of indicators and it's not to say they don't work. For me personally, I would just find myself relying on them too much. And I would, say if I used a VWAP, the second it would come into VWAP, I would try and buy, for example. I know that's not how it's supposed to be used, but that's just personally how it would make me think. Therefore, I just remove them all completely. Now, this will take me on to question number two, which is, do you have a swing strategy for high risk to reward or only day trading strategy? So swing trading doesn't mean you get bigger risk to rewards, right? The stop loss is bigger. Yes, you can catch a couple of hundred pips, but the stop loss is also the same. So the risk to reward doesn't change, nor does the strategy. The same things that if you guys who have been watching for a while, I started swing trading currencies and then I moved into day trading gold futures. And sometimes I do still swing trade as well. And nothing changes. My strategy doesn't change depending on if I'm trading the 5 minute or if I'm trading the 4 hour or the daily. The strategy is the exact same. The principles are the exact same. If anything, swing trading is a lot easier because I can look at the high time frames. It doesn't require me to sit here and watch it for hours on end. But in terms of technical analysis and risk to reward, it's the exact same thing. Whether you guys want to trade the 5 minute or you want to trade the 4 hour, you have to learn the skill, the strategy, and the psychology, and then you can implement that into whichever time frame that you guys want to trade. We have guys in the community who like to trade the 5 minute, the 30 minute, the hourly, the daily, because they have busy lives. It's completely up to you guys. The strategy and the risk to reward does not change. Change of location, we're coming to join Sammy. Again, fantastic question. What route is better? Forex prop firms or futures prop firms? In brackets, trading indices. Now, if you're going to, it depends on what style you guys are wanting to trade. If you are wanting to day trade, especially if you're trading indices, there is, in my opinion, zero benefit to you trading Forex firms. You're gonna deal with bigger spreads, and on indices, they can add up, and your execution is not gonna be as good. Whereas if you trade on something such as Top Step, which in my humble opinion are the best futures prop firm, you get instant executions, you have access to some amazing tools, and the funding process is a lot easier. With Top Step, you can become funded in as little as like 2 to 3 days. Not that that should be the goal, but with FX firms, you need to typically do like a 1-step and then 2-step process. With Top Step, it's just a 1-step process. And the biggest thing for me is when I first started trading, I was trading on FTMO. And to do an FTMO challenge, for me at the time starting out, to fork up $500 to $600 in one payment was a lot. With Top Step, you can start with as little as $49. And then only once you pass, then you pay the activation fee. So it works out to be a lot cheaper, which for your psychology, in my opinion, works out a lot better. So futures firms, you're gonna have better executions, especially with trading indices. No spreads, fantastic fills, easier funding process. If you want to trade on FX firms, use that purely for the higher time frame. Obviously on Top Step, you can't hold overnight or over the weekend due to the fees. Therefore, if you want to day trade futures, if you want to trade higher time frame, FX prop firms can also be a good option. Now, trade live in Asia. Yes, this is going to be something I'm going to be doing moving into 2025 a lot more. You guys see me do the London streams every day. But with the time changes, they're coming towards like 5 to 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. my time, which by that time, I'm like Sammy. I'm getting a little bit sleepy. So I'm going to start doing some Asian sessions, especially with gold. You guys who've been trading in 2024, gold had some absolutely incredible moves in the Asian session. It was arguably one of my favorite sessions to trade. So yes, in 2025, I'm going to start doing some Asian live streams here on YouTube for free, at least 2 to 3 times a week. I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. When are you starting a prop firm? Short answer, never. I am never starting a prop firm. The amount of logistics that go into a prop firm, I don't think people understand or realize. And the amount of influencers who are just starting their own prop firm just to make money out of fading traders is crazy. Top Step are doing 1,000 times better job than I could ever even imagine coming close to, that I wouldn't even try to. I've met a lot of the Top Step team. The whole operation behind it is absolutely huge. And the opportunities that they are giving traders is fantastic, and it's nothing that I could even come close to beating. Therefore, I'm just not going to do it. Maybe one day in the future, I would like to start my own like FW trading investment capital within the community where I can allocate some capital to traders who have proved themselves maybe in the future. But would I start a public prop firm? No. We're gonna have to come clean here. What was your biggest loss and lesson in 2024? Okay, we're gonna come clean here today, guys. We're gonna expose everything. So last year, and you guys saw on stream, I had an absolutely phenomenal run where we didn't take a single losing trade for like, I don't know, like a good couple of weeks to almost a month. And it was like every single London session we were jumping on, there was just banger after banger after banger. Now, one thing we spoke about on the trading retreat is dealing with losing streaks, but also dealing with winning streaks. When you're on a winning streak, if anything, that can actually be more detrimental because you think you're on top of the world. The strategy goes out the window. You know where the markets are going and you control the markets. And last year, I was actually overnight about minus $12,000 in an open trade, trying to buy gold up into a liquidity level. And I couldn't accept the loss. I couldn't accept that the liquidity hadn't have been grabbed. And I knew it was going to get grabbed. And I just kept entering into a bad trade. Now that trade, I ended up getting out for about, I don't know, maybe 2,000 to 5,000. But during that minus 12,000 to I think lows of like 15,000, I was so frustrated, and I wasn't frustrated at the markets at all because the markets are just neutral. I was very annoyed at myself for doing everything that I say you shouldn't do here. And it doesn't matter what level you guys get to, these mistakes are always going to happen. And if you think that you are absolutely on top of the world, I promise you, the markets will humble you. So this to me was an incredibly tough 24 or 48 hours in the markets, reevaluating what have I done, how did I get in this situation, what am I going to do? But I needed it. I absolutely needed it. And hopefully you guys don't do that, which I'm sure you probably will, which you kind of have to do, but learn from my mistakes. Is if you ever feel like you are going on tilt or you're breaking your plan or you're on a crazy winning streak, take some time off. You will never beat the markets or prove that you have the biggest, I'll say, ego. The markets will always humble you. Stick to the plan, stick to good risk management, and do not be like me. Question here. What is my preferred time frame to execute trades? Now, I don't have just one time frame that I say this is my time frame that I execute. I use multi-time frame analysis. But if I say, what is my preferred time frame to execute trades on? Probably the 30-minute. I think the 30-minute on gold gives the nicest and cleanest of trades. Sometimes the 5-minute can be very choppy. I'll try trade the 5-minute. It will look messy. I'll go back and look at the 30 and it ends up looking clean. The only thing is with trading the 30-minute, you have to be a little bit more disciplined and a little bit more patient because you have to wait for them 30-minute closures. But that also, can bring in a lot of freedom. Sometimes if I'm out and about like today, it's, 11:30, I'll go on my phone. How was that 30-minute close? Did it present anything? No. Okay, cool. Go about my day. Did it present anything? Yes, cool. Let me go fire up the charts and jump on. So if I had to say one time frame, 30-minute is very, very good. What's next for you in 2025? Bigger contract size, etc. Yes, throughout the year, I upped my contract size towards the end of last year, and I try and maybe do it like once every 6 months. So I'm still going to be trading the same size that I am. Would I like to up it towards the end of the year? Yes, but I need to mentally get there before it's just, something that I can do because we're humans. On paper, yeah, you should be able to just up your contract size and be fine. We're humans. It's not how it works. So yes, trade bigger size. But one thing I am going to be doing moving into 2025, and what I'll try and keep you guys updated on is building a long-term stock portfolio. Something that I don't have to check, every hour. Maybe check it 2 to 3 times a week. And, if I can average 15 to 20 to 25% by the end of the year, I'll be very, very happy with that. So building a long-term stock portfolio, diving into that a little bit more. If I had done that last year, the stock market in 2024 was just historical. So we'll see what 2025 brings it. But like I say, if I can make 15, 20% a year, I'll be very, very happy with that. Now, again, you guys asked some amazing questions. If you guys do want to be featured on these, remember, go onto my Instagram, aaron.trades, and I'll post up a story like every month or something like that. Do you ever find yourself addicted to trading? What did you do to change that? Yes, I did. Now, there's a fine line between addiction and this is the industry that we are now in. Now, I don't honestly ever switch off from the charts. Am I sat here watching charts 24/7? No. But do I kind of constantly always have an eye on what's going on? Yes. In the beginning, was I addicted? Yes. I would think that I would need to be watching every single 5-minute close at every single hour of every single day. And it took me a long time to learn that less is more in trading. So if you guys do want to, spend more time on the charts because you're just starting out and you have that amazing passion there, that's fantastic. But don't use that time to just sit here and watch live markets go sideways. Do some simulation sessions, do some backtesting, build your data. So yeah, I definitely did. I was definitely addicted to trading. I would be on it 24/7 and it was completely detrimental. And it took me a long time to realize less is more. So if ever I did want to be on the charts and the markets weren't really moving, cool. Go do a simulation session, put in the work, and you'll get much more value doing that than sitting there watching trades and trying to take trades for the sake of it. There's nothing worse than watching the charts do nothing. You take a trade out of pure boredom and then you kick yourself because you know you shouldn't have even been on the charts anyway. So don't do that. What do I do after a liquidity sweep on the M5? I already have a video on my day trading strategy. Be sure to watch it. It's completely free and it has a shit ton of value. How long did it take you to be profitable? How many strategy you hop before finally making it work? Took me 2 to 3 years, at least 2 to 3 years, pure failure. Now, does it have to take you guys that long? Hopefully not. Will it take you probably 6 months to a year plus to be able to get somewhat good at trading? 100%. And if you're not willing to put that in, just find something else. This is a career you're going to be trading for the next 10, 20, 30 plus years. If you're not willing to put in 1 to however many years of work, then it's not for you. For me, I never really put a time frame on myself that's like, when I first started trading, my first couple of weeks, I thought, oh, this is it. I've cracked it. But I never said to myself that, if I don't make it within 6 to a year, I'm just going to quit. I always had the long-term outlook. People go to university for 3 to 5 years to become a doctor or a lawyer. In my opinion, trading can be much more valuable. So if it takes me 2 to 3 years, I'm very happy with that. In terms of strategy hopping, I did this a lot. I tried many of different indicators, tools, strategies, everything. And it's not to say they didn't work. And sometimes you guys need to try some different things to be able to find out what works for you. You might take a little bit from my strategy, a little bit from ICT, a little bit from whoever you want, and you eventually build it all together to build your own trading plan. So although strategy hopping can be seen as a bad thing, which I agree if you keep doing it for years on years on years, trying to learn the next secret thing. However, if you can do it and learn different little things from each and every little person, that's fantastic. But for me, it took me at least 2 to 3 years to get somewhat consistent. And that is it. I'll wrap it up here, keep it short and sweet for you guys. If you do want to be featured on one of these Q&As, again, be sure to head over to my Instagram. We'll be doing these a lot more. If I missed anyone's question, feel free to leave it in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer you guys. If you do want to check out Top Step, remember, Top Step link in the bio. Check them out. Best futures funding firm out there, hands down. And I'll see you guys live on stream or in the next video. Peace.